Hi, I'm Slim Albahir, and today I'm with Brew. Do you remember this picture?
A man and his daughter died right in this area. Here, they were found face down, a man and his child, right at this river.
The father was named Oscar. He was 25 years old. His daughter, Angie Valeria, was 23 months old. The two were seeking asylum from El Salvador when they drowned in the Rio Grande. This horrific picture has shocked the world, showing a vivid and devastating picture of the immigration crisis.
They got tired of waiting. They just waited too long. They want to be right there, and it looks very close, but it's very dangerous, extremely dangerous.
With Brew, we wanted to understand the story behind this picture. So we traveled to the southern border and visited the migrant camp of Matamoros, the Mexican city just across from Brownsville, Texas. This is where Oscar and Angie Valeria spent some of their final days.
No estamos bien en este lugar porque aquí es un país inseguro, un infierno.
Most asylum seekers here come from Central America. Among them, tens of thousands of children who've been affected by President Trump's zero-tolerance policy on immigration.
Last month, 20,000 migrant children were illegally brought into the United States, a dramatic increase. These children are used as human pawns by vicious coyotes and ruthless gangs.
Matamoros has become a forced shelter for migrants. Over 1,000 refugees, including around 300 children, live in a tent encampment. Many said they live here without sufficient food or even drinking water.
Hola, mijo. ¿Cómo está? All right. Hey, guys. They're going to come through. We're going to give them a burrito. We'll give them a granola bar, and we'll give them a cookie.
If these families are holding up, it's in part thanks to the help of American volunteers who every day cross the border to supply them with food, water, and a reason to have hope.
It's a very sad situation, and to see children suffer, to see children eating on concrete floors, you know, it breaks my heart. You know, I went to war. I was willing to give my life for America, and what I see America is doing now is just tearing me apart emotionally, spiritually. This is not the America that I fought for. ¿Cuántos duermen aquí? ¿Dónde duermen?
Mi familia somos 5, 3 niñas y el varoncito y yo. Yo lo que hago es echar mi manadita de pollitos adentro y yo me quedo aquí en el suelo. ¿Por qué nosotros tenemos que estar aquí? ¿Qué es lo que nosotros hemos hecho para que nosotros estemos pagando lo que no debemos? Algo que no debemos, ¿no? Porque es una injusticia. Yo supongo que es una injusticia en primer lugar por mis hijos, estos niños de los demás compañeros que están acá. Lo que yo hago es mejor evitar y pedirle a Dios que me ayude y que me dé fuerza. Que me dé fuerza porque a veces pues si usted sabe de que tal vez uno lo hace con un propósito mejor para nuestros hijos y pues qué sé yo, qué van a hacer con nosotros.
Jimena Lucía tiene 4 meses.
¿Ella?
Ella se llama Valeria Cristel y tiene 9 meses.
9 años.
Ya 9 años, sí, ya. Venimos a Norteamérica a buscar el sueño para que mi hija pueda cumplir sus sueños, que ella quiere ser veterinaria. No podemos regresar a Honduras. Está muy peligroso y entonces venimos huyendo, pidiendo protección a Norteamérica.
Thousands of asylum seekers end up stranded here for months. And this is the result of a metering system. That system limits the number who can apply for asylum each day. But they're also affected by the migrant protection protocols, better known as the Remain in Mexico policy, that forces migrants to wait across on the side while their asylum claims are processed.
Hola, niños. ¿Todos tienen ropa? Yeah, we got a family down here that they're using the river water to actually wash their clothing. ¿Dónde vienen? El Salvador. ¿Le dieron fecha de corte?
Sí.
¿Cuál día?
El 23 de octubre la hicimos. Por eso estamos esperando.
Como 6 semanas. Now, one thing that they need to understand is that the minute that they enter into that area, they have the right to be processed for asylum. That is U.S. soil. So you can see the temptation. I'm a strong swimmer, I would not attempt that. This was about 2 weeks ago. A gentleman was showering down in the river. He was cleaning himself, and he drowned. That undertow is very, very dangerous.
The Montemoto's refugee camp exemplifies all the Trump's administration strategies to keep migrants from gaining entry into the U.S., including the separation of children. More than 5,400 children were separated from their families since July 2017. Thousands of children have been held in the U.S. Border Patrol facilities across the country. We met a lawyer who was able to enter a facility.
My name is Carla Vargas. I am a senior attorney with the Texas Civil Rights Project here in Alamo, Texas. Migrants were calling this facility the Perrera, or dog cage. The government made no differentiation between housing an adult in a facility like this and under these conditions and a child. There was one 16-year-old child who died in the Weslaco facility after falling ill. His name was Carlos Gregorio Hernandez Vasquez. He was 16. They keep them in a building like this, incommunicado, so they have absolutely no access to lawyers, no access to family, no access to anybody other than potentially their consulate. I saw children, I saw infants that were detained in this facility. The lights are on all the time. Migrants also call these places hieleras, or ice boxes, and it's because they're kept at absolutely frigid temperatures, especially for children. Any crisis that's happening here at the border, I want to be very clear, this was a crisis that was implemented and fomented by our government.
In Brownsville, Texas, not everyone is against Trump's immigration agenda. In this city, only 5 minutes away from the border, the president has loyal supporters. Some agree to talk to us at the city shooting range.
I think Trump is doing the right thing, trying to make it sort of funded by illegals. The parents want to get in the United States to come out with their kid in their arms, and it's a lot easier to gain citizenship if you have a child with you, a lot easier. I think that's terrible. And right now they're doing DNA testing on those children and the adults both. They're not related, they're being deported. However, the problem is the kids are here now. Well, what do you do with the kids?
The children are in a far worse position than the adults, yet they still bring them over as if they were just items. You have 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds, even babies coming over the border. Next thing you know, you see them floating in the river. All because some parent paid human traffickers some money. That's it. Come here legally, sign the paperwork, do the paperwork, pay the fees, fines, everything like that, and come here legally, that's fine by me. But if you're coming over here expecting a handout, you come over here and you expect something for free, I don't think so.
Donald Trump is already making immigration the centerpiece of his 2020 re-election bid. And if his first campaign event proved anything, it's that his message has changed little since 2016.
Every single Democrat candidate for president raised their hand in favor of giving free health care to all illegal aliens. They want to give more to illegal aliens than they give to American citizens. You see that. As president, I will never allow the Democrats to take away your health care dollars and give them to people that are in our country illegally. Can't do it.
This message continues to rouse his supporters, but other Americans aren't afraid to speak out against it.
we can't change the president. We can just put Band-Aids on the damage he's done until he's gone, until he's just nothing but a horrible chapter in the history books of America. It made me very angry. It made me want to have to do something. It made me want to use my voice. I needed to just for myself, remember, what kind of caused this in me. So I did create, I had an artist replicate these tattoos. Now, one of them is for Alonso and the other one is for Jessica. Jessica, she died, she was ill. Her parents were in another detention facility. She was devastated, refused to eat, and she died. Felipe also, he was dehydrated. He was very ill. He was separated from his parents. He didn't get the medical treatment that he needed, and he died. These are victims of a failed policy. Separating children from families is just the most horrid thing that I've ever experienced in my life. It's things that I never thought that America would ever resort to. But we're here, we're living it, we're seeing it. Every day when I cross the bridge, I see victims of racist policy. I see kids that are ill, kids that need help.